Always good to have extra. That's normal, buddy. Gotta get down. This isn't a place for a machine. Time to get Ulvin to blow the whistle, then Wadis to bear light.
What did your sister think of her gift?
Don't flood your slave. Fine day for poor singing, I say.
Oi, less story of me looking, yeah?
Ignoring me again?
Still here, I see.
I cleared out all the bristlebacks.
Oh, you did?
Now that you've recovered from your
Oh, there, not so. I'll have to send someone out to confirm. Shouldn't take more.
No.
These are innocent Osram lives.
Either you do it now.
Ah, I knew you could do it! Friends, Captain, the savior of Meridian has done it again.
What?
The bristlebacks are defeated. You.
What?
Sound the whistle. Chain Scrape is open for business.
Terrific. Yay.
And Ulvin has agreed to personally pay every worker their lost wages.
Yeah.
That's more like it!
Yeah. Woo.
Ha-ha!
Yeah. Yeah. Don't you have an embassy to get to?
Yeah, I guess I do. Well, the Chain Scrape's back to work. Merchants should be open to trade. I should see if they have anything useful before I send Wadis off to Barrenlight.
Brought out only the good stuff for you, Red. Seeing as you got that whistle blowing.
Hey, I've been waiting to get my lucky hammer fixed for days.
You haven't done anything useful like getting rid of any bristlebacks, though, have you? Take your time. I promise you won't be disappointed. Come back anytime.
Now can I get this fixed?
I can fix your tools. Afraid there's no fixing you.
Running like that? Well, that depends on what you memory stick for. Someone said I have
I've heard of your adventures. My armor can help.
You keep the noise down. Some of us are trying to drink.
Shop just opened up, and I've got a backlog of orders.
Practical choice.
Are you a sight for sore eyes?
The way to Barren Light is clear. Get moving.
You're not errand vanguardsman. I will move only when the captain
When
says...
I've cleared out all the bristlebacks, which I have. Captain's orders.
So they're okay.
Banged up, but breathing. And waiting up ahead for you.
But I was supposed to have 3 escorts.
I'm off to Barren Light, Wadis. Like Aloy said, Captain's orders. You can stay here.
Abandoned to the riffraff? I think not.
Guess you're coming with me then. See you there, Aloy.
Well, now that that's done, the embassy can finally get underway. If I can get through it, I'll be able to track down Silence. Hades. Maybe even a Gaia backup. Guess I could head straight for Barren Light. Or poke around the Daunt some more first. And maybe take Petra up on that drink.
Savage than the last frontier.
Could get around faster if I find a charger to override.
Be welcome, Elsa.
Barren light. The last part of the Syndom before the Forbidden West. Carja Horn. Alright, I should find whoever's in charge here. First, I could resupply at my stash. Might be worth taking a look around, too.
Savior, tell me, are you seeking passage into no man's land by any chance?
Maybe. Why do you ask?
Well, to hammer it plain, there's treasure out west. Unclaimed scrap and ancient metal. And I've got a sturdy band of salvagers that knows the lay of the land.
You're not afraid of the Tenakth?
Terrified. But I carry out most of my business in no man's land. Neutral territory and all that. Barren Light is our port of entry. When its doors aren't closed for an embassy. I was hoping your arrival meant they might be opening soon. I've got a business to run, after all.
I want that embassy to happen as much as you do. Believe me, I'm working on it.
Good to know. And keep us in mind. If you do manage to open the way, our main camp will be just past Barren Light. We'll buy any scrap you've got on you. And if you're looking for machine parts, we've got the best in the West. Guaranteed.
All right. Maybe later then.
If you could get those blasted gates open.
Guess I'm not the only one who wants to get those gates open. There's Errand. Looks like he's had a few.
Savior, I need your help! Don't embarrass yourself, soldier. Savior! Savior! For the love of God, Conover, give it a rest.
Look at you!
No one else.
Savior, you're my last hope.
Conover. She's Meridian's savior.
It's just Aloy.
Please, no one will listen. But the...
Really, Conover? You're bothering her with it?
Some of them must have fled west. I saw one of our sentries. I tried to eavesdrop, but I...
Unfortunately, and since Conover doesn't deny killing his fellow soldier...
What makes you so sure?
Well, I was too...
It's not the most out...
Crying Eclipse is a convenient way to dodge a death.
If I have to die, so be it. But if...
Why don't you believe it?
We comb the woods. Search... Look. Conover's a good man, but Nazar only listens... And that fact is, Conover...
No, but more clips are out there.
Well, Nazar's on edge with the upcoming embassy. And hey, if you please do let us...
The meeting you went...
No.
A dozen so there.
I can...
Thank you.
Don't get...
Lighten up, Paid. You've got a thick wall of stone between you and...
Are you in charge around here?
Apology. I'm Lawan, the second in command.
I'm here for the embassy. And maybe now that Studious Wadis is here...
Yes, the Sun Priest. Walked in practically really seems to like his scrolls. But the embassy Commander Nozar has signaled our readiness, but...
All right, fine.
I'm sure you do. Normally, the gates are open for any who dare to venture Asaram salvagers, but no one's allowed in or out. Now we're open.
So what happened?
Mostly trade and negotiation. In exchange, the Tanakh, this particular...
Because the Tanakh, they're handing over some sort of...
The exchange is... You never know if an embassy's going...
You said something about...
They're the tribe's elite warriors. They arrive with the... Then, during the... And by negotiate, Paiv over here came face to face with the...
It was hot that day.
It wasn't...
Where is... If he's the one keeping the gates...
I'll take you to him. The commander isn't one to break protocol.
We'll see about that.
This way.
There's a lot of activity going on around here.
The Tanakh tore down the place during the Red Raids. 2 years of labor, and we still have a long way to go. The work stoppage and change scrape nearly halted our rebuilding efforts. But I hear a certain Nora got them back to work.
I was just helping out.
Yes, well, I'm sure Ulvin was thrilled. Stand aside, soldier.
Sir?
There's the commander. Better brace yourself. And good luck.
Why the sun we can have peace with these... How are we to hold an embassy with a tribe that can't even govern their own people?
What more can you expect from
Ahem.
Ah.
Yes. The one who
We appreciate your service. At least we...
Didn't you just give the signal?
Both sides must Yea, for as the...
Shut up. Why the delay?
The Tanakh are a tribe How many banners do you see?
You're just gonna wait? Go find out what's wrong.
Oh, this isn't some... It's the Forbidden West. If you don't like it, run back to Meridian.
The Meridian I saved?
That's right. Nobody walks to the gate until the third clan arrives and the Tanakh horn has sound. Not even.
Well, thanks, but I've waited long enough. It's time to go.
Absolutely not. This embassy depends on diligent adherence to... You shall not!
Keep telling yourself that.
Someone approaching! On a machine!
Open the gates, please.
Do not let her through that gate! That is a direct order!
Sorry, can't do it.
Sir, it's the Savior!
I don't care if it's a dowager queen herself! The gate remains sealed until that horn blows!
I'm asking nicely.
I don't know what to do.
Hey, Vara. Hi, Aaron. What's happening? You know, the usual. Aloy wants something. People try to stand in her way. It's not gonna work.
Gates.
Oh, that's it! Arrest her!
I'd like to see you try.
Supporting fire? Yeah, I'm locked and loaded. Hey, Nozar! You stupid bastard. You think you got the authority to keep that door shut in the Savior of Meridian's face? What do you think Sun King Avad is gonna do when he hears what you did? Promote you, huh? Let it through, boys. Saving the world.
Forget something back in Meridian?
Look, Varl.
It doesn't matter. Made it just in time. So this tribe that Murad told us about, the Tanakh, we need their permission to go west?
Yeah, well, I figured it'd be nice if they weren't trying to kill me the whole time.
But this embassy hasn't started yet. We're just gonna barge in?
There's no more politics. No more delays.
Oh well. Now at least you have some backup.
I guess I do. We'll see how it goes.
That is the line between East and West. Cross it and die.
Hold on now. Let's take it easy.
None may walk this valley until our signal sounds. That was our accord with the Karja.
I'm not Karja. I came here on my own to ask for rite of passage.
But they opened the gate for you, did they not? What is the meaning of this violation?
Why send a child? Do they want to parley or not?
The Karja can't be trusted. This is known.
Forget the Karja. This has nothing to do with them. I need to go west to save lives. Maybe even yours.
The only lives you can save are your own. By turning back. Now.
Hold! She's telling the truth about one thing. She's not Karja. She's a Nora from the Savage East. And if she seeks to save lives, should we not listen? Let me speak to her. One last favor for a fellow marshal before he's taken away. A fearless, red-headed Nora. You must be the so-called savior of Meridian.
Just Aloy.
I am unyielding Fashav. Once of the Karja High Command, last of the army of the setting sun. You'll have to forgive my comrades. Tensions are high. This embassy is a delicate affair. They're about to return me to the Sundom, a gesture that might help soothe painful grievances. And now you arrive, unheralded.
I'm not here to cause trouble. I just need to go west.
So you say. I might be able to help, but I need to know why. Along with some assurance that I won't regret it.
I've never seen markings like those on a Karja before.
The Karja see ink as decoration. For the Tenakth, it is much more.
Looks like you vanquished.
I've fought my share, but I feel that my life, like this side, shows my martial deeds. Before I die, I'd like to see the other.
How did you come to be?
It's quite a story, but not a quick one. Though I suppose neither of us is going. Are you sure you want to hear it?
I guess we have time.
Very well. I marched with Sun King Jiran's raiders when they came west. I failed. Of course, they committed unspeakable atrocities. When the clans overran our forward encampment, I stayed behind to help them and was taken prisoner. I didn't make it easy, and they paid me back in kind on the journeys. I lost so much blood on the way that I was white as a corpse when they threw me before Chief. I thought I was dead for sure, so...
So when you met the Tenakth...
I'd kept my ears open, and I heard mutterings about a kind of... So? When they called the Kulrut. Thinking that by my life, or even the other Tenakth howled, but Hikaru stared. Evidently, he allowed me to participate in the Kulrut.
You said the Kulrut is a Tenakth...
Yes. It doesn't pit men against each other, at least. Instead, the combatants fight machines, and believe me, it is a machine while hundreds around...
I know more about that.
Do you? I had hopes for freedom, but...
You wound up serving the Tenakth.
The winners of the Kulrut must serve the chief as his marshals.
You mentioned that word before.
The word itself refers to a kind of... in practice. Marshals are part magistrate, part... I won my place among their ranks, but many Tenakth still spat on the ground. But they did. Until I started...
I guess that's one way to...
As you may have noticed, violence is the native tongue of the Tenakth. To survive, one must... The truth is, though, the Karja speak it too. I can't blame the Tenakth raid.
So then...
Part of me. Yet there is much to admire about the Tenakth. I've heard stories about what it was like before. 3 clans, always at war, constant. Hikaru and the marshals have crafted a delicate, and now he looks to the future. Who knows?
The Karja talk about him.
The Karja feel compelled to demonize him if only because it is true that he is feared. When I was first taken before him, I thought, but he is no bloodthirsty tyrant like them. I think that if you were fortunate enough to meet him, you would find that he only... I hope you do speak to him. So, the Karja need to...
Yeah. Are you glad?
Oh, I'll admit that I wouldn't mind sleeping in a... But I have another goal. As someone who knows the Tanakh and the Kaim in a unique... If Sun King Avad is amenable, my hope is to...
The Tanakh don't seem that peaceful.
They're not. As a Chief Akaro knows that survival, even if that change means putting aside...
You asked. I'll tell you. 6 months ago, the world almost ended in Meridian. That threat still... It's getting worse every day. Much worse. Calling down storms, poisoning the water. The source of it all has gone west.
I've seen the signs. An army of demons, vanquished by a... The burden of your task is written across your... I'll grant you this, to serve as proof of your right to travel into Tanakh lands. A task so important, and it's just the two of you. Take it from one who aspires to be a diplomat. Allies are essential. Chief Akaro knows the West better than anyone. He may be able to help you. He can be intimidating to others, but don't let that deceive you. He isn't.
Maybe. If I need him.
Your choice. You can find him at his palace, past the mountains to the southwest. Tell him I sent you, and he'll listen to...
Look! The Sky Clan's banner!
Marshals. It wasn't easy, but I brought the Sky Clan with me.
And the commander?
No. I could only convince a few. He isn't yet aware we left.
We have banners from all 3 clans. If there are fewer from the Sky Clan, it can't be helped.
He's right. Sound the horn.
What's going on?
Not all Tanakh can stomach the idea of parley with the Karja. But enough have come for us to begin.
Then I'll be on my way.
No. The other marshals will not permit it. You wanted safe passage, you have it. After the embassy.
The Karja have opened the gates.
As the sun rises over a land at war, so too can it set over a land at peace. Today is such...
Hear me, marshals! You who claim to be Tanakh!
Regala. Chief Akaro's biggest mistake. A rival whom he should have killed.
You have forgotten that our people were born in blood. The blood of the Karja. Instead, you pledge your spears to a chief who conspires with the enemy. Akaro has betrayed us. The embassy is proof. And all of you marshals are his accomplices. For this, I condemn you to death.
You'll need more than toothless threats to intimidate us. Exile.
Lancers! Form up!
They're riding machines!
Where'd they learn to do that?
Silence.
Vashav! Come with us now, or not at all!
Archers! Light them up!
Get to cover!
Archers! Keep them back! Left flank to the Karja! Run them down!
They're not gonna make it.
Open the gates! Open the gates! Open the gates!
Karja! Stand your ground!
Fire on Will!
I don't have a shot!
What happened? Can you see?
It's just us now.
Hey! Calm down and fight fair!
Lancers! Take the center!
Get ready!
Stick to cover! Archers on the ridge! Here they come!
Quickly, down!
Take this ammo! Let me know if you need any help. Down! Get the lighter! Bring her down!
They're in trouble!
Stretch it.
Vengeance for Fuka!
Would a shock attack hurt it?
One more traitor's dead!
They're finished! Now they're scared!
survived worse. Got this one lined up.
You, Outlanders! I'll skin you both!
Chief, grant me the honor of this challenge.
Granted.
You're next, girl.
I've never seen a shield like that. Better scan it. I can break through a shield if I damage it enough. Gotta get through that shield. There! Now's my chance! Generated. Turn! Come down here and face me!
No! It was an honorable challenge. You've earned your life today. Comrades! Mark this day! Today you have decimated the Marshals! Slaughtered the Karja! So begins our war on Hikaru. Move out!
him to the camp. Now.
You gonna make it?
You're going on without me, aren't you? Guess I'm stuck with Aaron. For now.
Come on. I'll take you back to the fort.
I got you.
It's salvage time, boys.
I don't think it can take a hit. I should be able to use it to glide.
Aloy. We're still trying to sort out this mess. Seems like the Tenakth have a civil war in their hands.
That sounds about right. The marshals weren't expecting Regalla to attack.
And the entire Karja delegation was slain. Nozar, Wadis, Peshav, a massacre. What will you do now?
I have to head west. Hopefully this rite of passage is still good. For what I'm after, I'll cross all of Tenakth territory if I have to.
Then you have a long road ahead of you. This is only the threshold of the Forbidden West. The Tenakth's true domain lies over the mountains that border Plainsong, home of the Utaru tribe.
This isn't Tenakth territory?
All that out there? That's no man's land. It was supposed to be neutral ground, though obviously this Regalla ignored that. Her rebels approached from the north, with all those machines they were riding. They must have made camp up that way.
The rebels were riding bristlebacks. And there were bristlebacks in the Daunt.
Are you saying the rebels let them into the Daunt? How would that even be possible?
I don't know. But it's worth looking into.
While you're at it, there were a number of Karja and Oseram who went out there before the gates were shut for the embassy. Maybe you could check in on them. See if they're...
I can keep an eye out.
A tall man? There's that one, over there, near the Utaru border. But why...
It's,
If you say so.
Peshav called Regalla...
Her attack was...
They knew the lay, and they knew Peshav. If the Tenakth, she must have spent...
They had to have made...
About Peshav.
Survived for years out in the West, only to die just short of the... It's a cruel end.
There was more. He spoke of advocating...
Too late for that.
What will happen to him?
His body will be carried as a cousin of the Sun King. He will... No soldier could ask for...
It's too bad.
At least Nozar went down fighting. Well, I'll make sure they're given...
Do you think the Karja will take action? Seems like you'd have common...
An expedition of the Karja be taken as the start of... Sun King Avad won't risk it. That said...
You said the Tenakth land...
Well, as I mentioned, you've got to... And then New Taru far past that, their territory is split into 3 clans.
Right. I saw...
The Desert Clan is closest, where everyone else sees an inhospitable waste somewhere beyond in the territory.
You don't say...
During the Red Raids, but the United Clan...
So no...
Maybe the scholars...
You mentioned the Utaru tribe.
That's right. They're a peaceful but more taken to
It's hard to imagine.
Make no mistake. When they're worried. The sun, but so far...
If they're so peaceful...
Don't know. I heard they have their own... You'd think that...
This area is...
That it is. But after Avad overthrew the Tanakh to Karja and...
But now...
Well, I'd know. The ancient remnants of...
You said there were others who...
Well, there were a couple of... Even saw 2 Karja scholars trek. Not sure if they're exceptionally...
I'd need to be on...
Then I wish you luck. And don't worry about...
I appreciate it.
Son, what...
So, this is the Forbidden West. A whole new frontier to explore. The coordinates from the spire should lead to Silence and Hades. And just maybe... a backup of Gaia. It won't be easy out there. The Blight, the Storms, Regalla's machine riders. But I'll have to push through it all. Find a way to fix the world. Like Elizabeth would. The woman who led the ambush, Regalla, had a lot of machines under her command. There's only one other person who has that kind of knowledge. Silence. But what's his angle? Why help to knock the rebels? To my stash. My fingers. It worked. Taking over the land out here, too. This must be the salvagers I met in Barren Light. Looks like something's going on.
Group, come on! You know me. Have I ever given...
If it isn't the savior of Meridian, and of my very own operation. Laren, say hello.
Hello, nice to meet you.
You know, if it weren't for this one, I probably wouldn't be standing here right now. Nasty business. What the Tanakh did back at the embassy. But everyone in Barren Light is thankful you drove them off.
So this is your salvage operation?
You won't find a better place to trade machine parts in the West. And soon we'll be trading in more than just that. For too long, the West has been, well, forbidden. Dangerous. But what if I told you we could make an armor so tough, so infallible, that you'd never have to worry about survival out here again?
I'd be curious to take a look at it.
Of course you would. And that's why I've asked my most talented salvagers to find what they need to make that armor. Each of them will present their work to me. The best protection will go on sale to hunters, just like you.
Lucky me.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I have some business to attend to back in Chainscrape. Larend can take care of you while I'm gone. Can't wait to see what you come up with, my boy.
Leave it to me. It'll blow all the others out of the forge.
You have got to help me.
What are you talking about?
The armor. I made a dozen versions of it, but none of them were good enough. And there are other crews further west. If they make better armor than mine, I can kiss that keg full of shards goodbye.
So you get a prize if Karif picks your armor?
A big one. And I finally have the perfect design. I just need the right parts, and fast. So maybe you'd be willing to pick up a contract and get them for me?
What would I be looking for?
Shell walker containers. Their plating's made to withstand a lot of damage. It'll make the perfect armor. I know it.
I think I can handle that.
Ah, thank the forge. All right. We scouted out a herd near here. Here's the contract. It'll tell you everything you need to know. You take the machines down. My people will pick up the containers.
I'll give this a closer look later. Thanks.
I'm counting on you, Aloy.